It's Monday, October 17th, 2022. I'm Evan Deese.
And I'm Jasmine Scott.
And the Wolf View begins now.
White No, baby!
This week, we will be doing a student needs survey during pack time. Here's Mr. Pearson and Kaylin Smith to tell you a bit more about it.
Good morning, students. This is Mr. Pearson, your principal, coming to you to talk about the student needs assessment. During your pack time, you'll be taking a needs assessment survey if you're in the 10th, 11th, or 12th grade. We will use this information to better equip White No High School to serve the whole student here on campus. So please, as always, take this survey very seriously. Give us your honest answers and opinion so we can serve you better as the students. Thank you and have a great day.
The survey is very important for you to complete so that the school better understands your needs and so that they can help and support you. And it is important for you to be open and honest as possible because this survey is completely anonymous. And this survey was created by the students of White No.
Seniors, please note the graduation practice for the White No High School class of 2023's commencement ceremony will be on Thursday, June 1st at 8 a.m. in the cafeteria. Go ahead and mark this date and time on your calendar now, as any senior planning on walking in the commencement ceremony in June must attend and participate in graduation practice. Please let Dr. Hook know if you have any questions.
There will be a Fall Homing Orchestra concert on October 27th in the PAC. We'll share more details when it gets closer, but go ahead and put that date in your calendar.
FCA meets on Fridays at 7:30 a.m. in the chorus room 313. Everyone is invited and we have breakfast.
Juniors and seniors can now apply to take the Seal of Biliteracy test. Email Miss Westmoreland or stop by room 116 for the application and questions. The deadline to apply is next Monday, October 24th.
Seniors, senior portrait makeups will be November 1st and 10th. November 10th will be the last chance for you to get your senior portrait taken for the yearbook. You can go to tinyurl.com/WK Senior Portraits 23 now to sign up for an appointment.
Underclassmen and staff, school picture day will be next Monday, October 24th. You will follow the schedule on the screen as closely as possible, but if you are unable to make it during your scheduled time, go as close to it as you are able. Look for an email from Ms. Cox with specific information on how Picture Day will operate.
It's spooky season and we talked to a few people about their Halloween traditions. Let's check it out.
I used to take Halloween like spooky serious, but now I love matching costumes. I think they're so funny.
I think I would rather dress funny.
I think me and Rory are gonna go as Spider-Man and Gwen instead. We were gonna go as ghillie suits, but he said no.
So I am pregnant, so I'm gonna be an avocado, and my husband's gonna be a piece of toast. If I can buy it for pretty cheap off Amazon, I'll buy it, but if it gets too expensive, I'll probably go to Michael's and make it.
I kind of just make something up, and then it just kind of always works out in my favor. Don't know how, but it does.
I actually just asked my students like what I should be for Halloween this year. They told me and I thought it was hilarious. So.
And now let's go to Kamaya and Jordan for the sports update.
Hey T-Wolves, I'm Jordan.
And I'm Kamaya.
And here's what's going on in White No Sports. The only home athletics events that we have this week is our B team and our JV teams. They will be playing at Chapin. B team will be playing at 6 o'clock and JV will be playing at 7:30. And on Friday, the varsity football team travels to Chapin for their final regular season game. That's it for sports news this week. Now back to the anchors.
Last week, we introduced you to Jimmy Buckets and his famous root beer. Now let's learn a bit more about him and his life at White No.
have you seen this Jimmy Buckets character roaming these halls recently?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I see him every now and then. He likes to follow me a lot, learn my schedule. He's really creepy.
He walks around with a can of root beer in his hand all the time, and his bag is just filled with root beer. It doesn't have any books or anything, it's just root beer. It's so infuriating. Like one time, he dropped his bag, right? And it spilled so much root beer and it stained the carpets here, and it was super annoying because I had to pick it up. I had to pick it up because they thought I was Jimmy Buckets.
What was the first interaction you had with Jimmy Buckets?
Okay. All right. My first interaction with Jimmy Buckets is he kind of randomly wandered in my class for reasons I don't understand. Oh, he was trying to sell his ridiculous root beer. And I just heard the name Jimmy Buckets about 1,000 times in the span of one block, and it about drove me insane. Like, I started looking for a new job that day. That's how much it bothered me. So, I'm not a fan. Never have been, never will be. That's how I feel about Jimmy Buckets.
He knows exactly where I lived. He just walked up to me and is like, "Those new clothes, I've never seen them before." He's really creepy. Yeah, I think he might be plotting something against me.
I can tell there's some things that aren't right with him. Like, I had a conversation with him the other day, and he would just stop talking and look at me for a long period of time as he was doing something. It was just so awkward. Something is obviously wrong with him. It doesn't make any sense.
What do I think about Jimmy Buckets? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
He's a menace. He's a menace. All I see is him creating chaos, just littering everywhere. And littering is bad, kids. Don't do it. And just bothering people and generally being obnoxious and a huge jerk. And I am ready to be rid of him. And I don't say that about kids. But man, Jimmy Buckets, gross. Get out.
At first, it was kind of oh yeah, I kind of do look like him. Now people are confusing me with him. And it's I don't really like it because it's just kind of annoying. I'm my own person. They come up and hug me. They're like, "I tasted your root beer, it's so good." And I'm like, "I'm not Jimmy Buckets." And they're like, They go like, "Yeah, that's crazy. I have to go over here now." Yeah.
Has he tried to offer you some of his patented JB root beer yet?
Yeah, no. I ain't doing it. No. I don't trust that kid as far as I can throw him, and I can't throw him anywhere.
He has before, but it was really creepy. He kind of walked up to me. I was in a dark alley, walked up to me, and then he just offered me. I was like, "No, man, the thing's probably laced with rat poison." He gave me this disgusted look.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, the root beer looks pretty cool. The bottle, the design, I gotta admit, it's very good, but it does not give you superpowers. He is a freaking con artist. He's like the freaking Decepticon Swindle.
Have you actually seen him participate in school activities such as classes?
No.
I see him outside of most of my classes just staring me down. Then he'll watch me walk to my home. He reads my mail and puts it back. I've seen him do it. I'm just too scared to say anything about it. He scares me a lot. He just follows me everywhere I go. Even to Walmart. Just to get some groceries. He steals my items sometimes out of my car. He broke my window one time with a brick. Does he know that you know all this? Or I don't think he does know.
What? I've never seen him in an actual class, but I've seen him do stuff for yearbook and stuff. But the thing is, he isn't in that class. I don't think he really even has a class. I think he just comes here, just acts like he owns the place and just gets away with it because he's Jimmy Buckets.
Okay, anyway. That's the Wolf View for today. Have a great day and go T-Wolves!